All right, round one. Their fancy new overlay. We were looking at Quentin playing some Ahri and Justin playing some Volbear. I was determined to get Volbear on this screen at some point, and here we are. So we're going to get going. Looks like these players are already off to a quick start. Thank you so much for joining us, if you are already joining us. Justin dropping some removal, trying to clear Ahri off that point. Yeah, Justin off to a very quick start with his mid-range Volbear with that mobilize into what is that? Catalyst Abeyance? Something's called that double ramp spell. So Justin already swimming in runes, mobilize again. So we can move back to Quentin, who's going to channel a couple runes and hold to go up to 2. Webcams are working for now. We'll see how long that lasts. We're going to go 4-1 with Quentin, which probably means Sprite Mother. It's going to play a Sprite and take the other point and pass it back to Justin. All right, Justin's almost at full capacity on runes here. See if he's going to be drawing some units. Very hard to see blue player's hand. I say it every week, but hard to see the blue player's hand in the booth, but I think there might be some dead blooms in there maybe. So he's got some options. I believe that's a carnivorous. Is that fine? But yeah, finally getting a Volbear on screen, so that's exciting. We've also got a Jinx player tonight, a Lee Sin player tonight, so I'm going to try and get 2 of the 3 on stream. Or maybe these off-meta players will prove me wrong, and one of them will make it to the final table for round 3. That'd be cool. Here comes Ahri. And Sprite Mother. Quentin says, screw it. I'll just take both, I guess. He knows the big units are coming. Reinforce that a little bit. And pass back to Justin. All right, can Justin close this early lead from Ahri? He knows he's got to get rid of that Ahri, that blue Ahri, as soon as possible. But he's going to go chew up the Sprite Mother first. If I'm Quentin here, I think I let him take it. I don't think I'm going to burn resources on trying to save the Sprite Mother. Oh, my webcams are already super delayed, so that's cool. I like my red player cam that's moving at about 4 frames a second. It just looks like Quentin's just hating his life. Oh, don't do it, Quentin. I don't think you fight this point. All right, we're going to do it. Stupefy. Oh, stream was delayed there. Just snapped forward. Here comes the big volley. Looks like the Stupefy resolved to get a trade. Yeah, I was complaining to Alex about that earlier, about the webcam, and you know, typical Alex, he was just like, "Yeah, I don't know." So I don't know. We need a new streaming computer is really what it is, and no more than computers are for a decent computer anymore. It's we just need a new PC in here. There's no reason for us to have this like old chunker PC when we stream 3 to 4 times a week. But we go back to Quentin. Ahri managed to hold that point, or take that point rather, go to 6. And staring down a big old Volbear on the other side of the field. But yeah, I mean, we could get a decent computer in here that was perfectly capable of streaming and keeping up with all the things we do in here for, I mean, $500-$600. I mean, we should just do it. Lecturing Yordle. Draw a card. And pull that Ahri on back. Spirit Forge pre-releases, I believe, are on the 7th and 8th. And yeah, well, I will be streaming them, Jake. So that'd be awesome. I'd love for you to be in the booth with me for one. That'd be great. Ravenbloom student coming down for 2. Before we pass back to Justin, who's going to channel back up to, what are we at? 10 rinse? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. But yeah, it's the weekend. The pre-releases are before Valentine's weekend. And I think Valentine's is on the 14th, so it'd be like the 6th and 7th. I hate to say that those are the numbers, but yeah, I believe the pre-releases are 6th and 7th. So you can see them on the UVS Play Network. Dragon. Big dragon. Now, the scary thing is here, if Quentin has a charm, it's probably GG. Like a charm in any other interaction. And it looks like Quentin's sitting at like 4 or 5 cards in hand, maybe more. So I feel like there's got to be some sort of line here to easily take 7th and 8th point. But he doesn't charm. At least not yet. Ravenbloom in for 7. I see it on guard. I don't know that I saw a charm in hand. So he may have to wait. But yeah, Jake, if you're still here, you ought to come up. You ought to like play one and stream one. Or stream both if you want to be in the booth for both. Derek was going to stream with me tonight, but we actually have pretty low player count tonight. We only have like 12 players tonight, which is quite a bit lower than our normal, which makes sense. New sets coming out. Thousand Tail Watcher. Thousand Tail Watcher's good. Feels a lot less good into a giant dragon and a Volbear. Because I still don't think he has the might. Maybe he does. I'd have to do the math. It's got to be close. But I know he has like an on... Well, on guard isn't nearly as good right now with 2 units, but... Yeah, we had a low... Well, not that low. It's still 12 people, but... Had a lower player count tonight, so Derek went ahead and decided to play, especially since we had an odd number of players. So get rid of the buy, bump up our player count a little bit. Oh, man, I am jealous. Jake on his honeymoon in the middle of the Caribbean Ocean, right before it goes down to an average of about 5 degrees for the next 5 days, and we get a snowstorm. Yeah, a little before new set for sure. Carnivorous Snapvine, going to blow up the Ravenbloom student. Oh, man, okay. And a bear. Well, at least you come back on the very tail end of it, Jake, because it's pretty much over on Sunday. So you might come down on the tail end of the snow, but hopefully the roads will be mostly cleaned up and stuff by then. Or your flight will get delayed, and you'll get to stay in the Caribbean for another day or so. All right, back to Quentin. Now Quentin's staring at the mid-range problem. Justin is fully ramped and online and dropping bombs every turn. So how can he get his 8th point? Might be difficult depending on what he's got going here. That's probably another Thousand Tail accelerated. Yeah, I'm going to move in. Oh, we don't even move it in to draw the card. Interesting. Maybe he has another Thousand Tail in hand. Maybe he has the 3rd and he's going to drop it next turn and try and move in for the double conquer win. Justin mobilizes. Justin goes for the double conquer. Yeah, Quentin says, yep. Quentin going to draw for turn, channel a couple runes. Just going to move this in, try and clear one. Justin's got some interaction here. Actually, don't know what that card is, to be honest. A rarity at this point. I don't know what a card is, but I will look. What is that guy? Some sort of red interaction. That is... That was it. Oh, it's Sky Splitter. Yeah, it's the... Yeah, it's just the deal 5. But Quentin does Wind Wallet, so... Goes to 8. Catalyst. Oh, and yep. Yep, Discipline. And yeah, Justin doesn't have a way to shake that Watcher off that point. So first game is going to go to Quentin. I don't think I have... I think in our new overlay, I don't think we have a game win counter now. It's not the end of the world. I don't really think it was all that important before, but let's see if we... Yeah, it looks like that went away, maybe. Yeah, it did. But yeah, look, our new overlay. The ladies of Riftbound around me.
Put a game counter thingy on there.
Are you watching? Alex is here. Oh, look, it's Alex, everybody. We don't need one. I mean, I don't think it's that important that you see who's won a game or whatever in a match. But Jake, this jerk, did you see that in chat? Right before we get this giant winter storm, this jerk's in the Caribbean on a cruise. Jabroni. Must be nice.
Such a jabroni.
It's just in, Jake. Certified jabroni, as per Alex. Oh, we've already started. My goodness. Oh, no, we haven't. Okay, that's I was like, Thousand Tail Watcher. My goodness. No, they're still sideboarding up. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Starting to get some viewers streaming in here slowly. Mart with Impact Gaming Center here for Riftbound Nexus Nights. This is just round 1, table 1. Quentin versus Justin. Got a little Ahri versus Volbear action. This first Volbear we've had on stream. So that's cool. It's fun. But if you haven't been in before, we are in Fairview Heights, Illinois, just 15 minutes from downtown St. Louis. Come check us out. We play every card game you can pretty much imagine. Pokemon, Magic, One Piece, Gundam, Riftbound, Card Fight, Universes. Did I say One Piece? All the things. Also got Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Blood Bowl. Lots of people come up and play D&D. People playing Commander here every night. And if you're here and watching Riftbound isn't your thing, we stream Pokemon on Tuesdays and Magic Modern on Fridays. On weekends, we don't have 171 players at a pre-release, like last weekend. But it looks like our players are getting ready to get going. Yep, I see Quentin taking his first turn. So let's hop on over to the battlefield and see what we got going. Looks like it's going to be a turn 1 Ahri out of the champion zone. I'm betting we're going to get a turn 1 Catalyst from... Oh, no, this is Justin's turn 2, my mistake. Are probably still going to get a Catalyst, I would assume. Yep. So Justin's going to keep doing the ramp thing. And probably pass it straight back to Quentin. All right, moving up, take first point. Let's see what else Quentin's got going here. Hopefully another unit for him. He's going to need to do exactly what he did last game, which is catapult into a very early lead and then desperately try and close it out. Kaboom. Does he have the... There it is. The Defy. Oh, I don't know what just happened. First time moving in, they're going to take that point. Or Quentin does some stuff with an eggplant. Counts out his runes. Still trying to figure out what happened with that Defy line there. I don't know what that was about. Thousand Tail Watcher plus an eggplant, pretty good. Unaccelerated. Take it, go to 2, and pass back to Justin. Big Bear. Spotted for Justin this turn, though. Hold for 3. Blitzcrank. Hook. Quentin's toying around with the Blitzcrank package this week. Just having some fun with it. Kind of getting ready for Spirit Forge, where the Blitzcrank version of Ahri gets a little more help and is a little more viable. But just playing around with it this week. Blitz is a lot of fun. And it certainly seemed pretty good there. Get the Death Knell trigger on the eggplant. Quentin trying to decide what he wants to do with this Thousand Tail Watcher. Goes ahead and moves up, take the other point. Don't think Justin's going to have much to say about that as he goes to 4. Here we have a stalker on the stream. A little birdie told me. All right, now what giant unit does Justin play this turn? It's pretty good. Dead Bloom. It's one of my Dead Blooms. Justin borrowed them from me tonight. Swaps. Justin does remember his legend, activates his legend, Volbear there. Riftbound students coming down in force. They certainly seem a lot less good into this matchup, but Yordle to keep generating some card advantage. It's pretty much how Quentin has to win this game because he's not going to win the unit arms race. He just needs to stay way ahead on card advantage. So we had double Yordle, double student there. Justin is full up on runes. Does he have any units? Blazing Scorcher. Blazing Scorcher and one of the Yordles are going to pop each other in the mouth with that challenge. Yeah, here we have some viewers right now that are not familiar with Riftbound. This is not a good game to watch if you don't know what's going on. This is a very complicated game, but Justin, well, it's not very complicated, but compared to some games, it's complicated. But Justin's going to do a sweep there with a bunch of removal spells and clear out all of Quentin's units while still holding a medium-sized dragon on one of those points. Quentin in a somewhat defeated posture in his chair at the moment. This is tough. When you're only up by 2, Justin's got pretty much all his runes. I mean, he's cycling through a lot of them, but he pretty much has his full runes online. You know, and he only has so many Thousand Tails to kind of swing the tempo back his direction, but he does go to 5 with the Sprite. Blitzcrank. Come on over, Mr. Scorcher. Hook. Die. Yep. Quentin points out his Ahri trigger, which makes him small enough to get popped. I would have thought that Blazing Scorcher was still big enough to Kill the sprite at least. Blitz doesn't hook and stun, does he? That would be crazy. There's no shot that's the case, right? No, he does not. Okay, that's what I thought. Another Dead Bloom coming down. Quentin is going to hold that point with the Blitz, which triggers the Blitz to move him back to his hand. Poro moves up, goes to 7. Some upside down runes doing cool stuff. Oh, time warp. Yikes. Yeah. That's good. I think that was basically the turn he needed to make it happen, because I think if that didn't stick there, Quentin starts to run out of gas, and Justin was just a little too slow there because he had the volleys in hand. He had another Dead Bloom Predator. It was going to start to get pretty beefy on board. But Quentin is going to take it with the clutch time warp. Love a good time warp win. Always feels good. And Quentin will go to 1-0 on this first round of Riftbound Nexus Nights. Good game to both our players. Congrats to Quentin. Thank you to Justin for playing some Volbear. Volbear gets a lot of flack for not being very good, and he's not top tier by any means, obviously, but he's not that bad. Quentin's a very good player. He regularly wins our Nexus Nights. He's won Summoner Skirmishes. He's a very good Ahri player. So the fact that, the score doesn't really show it, but that game was closer than it kind of appears, because the board was going to start to swing in the other direction the next turn. I think we would have quickly found it to be a game similar to game 1, which Quentin did win, but similar to game 1 where Quentin was just kind of stalled on 7-8 points and Justin started quickly coming back. But GG's to our players. Thank you guys for playing. Bring it back to the booth and my ugly mug. Here we are. Hi. Hi, everybody. Got a handful of you joining us here on stream right now. Oh, what's going on today? We got a lower player count. We only got like 12 players today in Riftbound, as opposed to our normal like 22, 24. So a little low on that. Low viewer count. Like Jake said earlier, it's the pre-new set lull. I think people have pretty much got the metagame figured out and know what's going on. So I think everybody's just kind of in a holding pattern for Spirit Forged here in 3 weeks. I think it's 3 weeks from tomorrow is the pre-release. Our first pre-release. We do have pre-releases Friday and Saturday. I believe that's I hate to say it, the 6th and the 7th of February. So if you're from the local area and you're looking for pre-releases to come play in ours. Come play at Impact. We're going to have a bunch of people. I would be surprised if we have fewer than 30. And I wouldn't be surprised if we had 50 for our pre-releases. So that'll be a good time. You can find those events on the UVS Play Network, Play Riftbound, whatever it's called. So come register. Come join us. It'll be a fun time. Those are win-a-boxes, so anybody that goes undefeated at our pre-releases, which will be capped at 4 rounds, anybody that goes undefeated will win a box of Spirit Forged. So if that's of interest to you, come play. Last weekend at our Lorwyn pre-release, we had 171 players. Same thing, 4 rounds, win a box for anybody that goes undefeated. So I think we gave out 10 boxes of Lorwyn Eclipse last Friday. It's crazy. Set a record according to Wizards, for pre-releases, the largest pre-release that has happened since stores started doing individual pre-releases back in Alara. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So pre-releases here are always hopping. Come join us. But otherwise, I've been Art with Impact Gaming Center, impactgamingcenter.gg if you want to check us out online. And I'm going to be going AFK for a little bit till our next round. We do still have, I think, like 25 minutes left in round, so we are going to have some dead air, I hate to say. But stick around, go get a snack, grab some coffee, and we will be back with you for round 2. But whether I see you in the next round or if you're watching this on YouTube and I see you in the next video, thanks for joining us. Take care, wash your hands, stay safe. Peace.